Olá, olá pessoal, muito bom dia. Estamos aqui hoje com mais um webinar muito especial falando sobre sustentabilidade em Mônaco. Espero que vocês estejam todos bem aí em casa, sei que estão com bastante conteúdo, espero que com muito trabalho aí pela frente. Mas essa semana está começando e aí a gente está trazendo para vocês mais conteúdo aí inspiracionais e importantes. E hoje nós teremos aqui uma convidada bem especial que vai trazer para vocês aí várias ações, várias atividades, tudo que é possível de ser feito com relação ao tema sustentabilidade em Mônaco, tá? Então tenho o prazer de chamar aí a Miek. A live vai ser em inglês, mas a gente vai ter um suporte aí para vocês, tá? E vocês podem fazer perguntas também. Ela vai fazer uma apresentação e a gente vai começar com a apresentação dela, ela contando um pouquinho sobre a situação de Mônaco, como é que tá lá, e aí vocês, no final, a gente pode responder algumas perguntas que vocês tiverem, ok? Vamos lá? So,
good morning, Larissa.
Good morning, Miek. It's so nice to have you here. So
thank you very much for inviting me, and bom dia to all. I understood the Portuguese, so that was good to start. So
it's very good start, actually. Oh, that's nice. It's an honor to be here with you today, okay? Because it's an important thing, it's an important subject we are bringing here today. So, first of all, just to beginning, let's talk about a little bit from us. How's the situation in Monaco right now, Miek?
The situation, well, we are going through gradually that we're coming out of the lockdown. And in fact, last week, on the 2nd of June, it was the start that the restaurants were able to open again. Of course, with very strong health and safety measurements. So that was a good thing. Last week, we also had the opening of the running of the new Place du Casino. And Café de Paris also reopened, and on Friday the Casino de Monte Carlo reopened as well. At present, the gradually opening is going well, and the government will be releasing every time new updates as well. Right now, some beaches are going to start open, people are able to walk. So let's say step by step we are regaining some of our freedom and going not back, I cannot say the new normal because it will be very new, it will be completely different, but it's a good way to start, and we are happy that we are coming back.
Indeed, that's great news, Miek. So gradually we are reopening again, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
Trying to live normally, the new normal.
Yes, and the hotels are reopening as well. The hotels are reopening staggered, of course, during the complete lockdown. The Hotel de Paris in the Monte Carlo Bay and the Fairmont remained open. Nice. The Metropole will be opening on the 19th of June. L'Hermitage probably the end of the month. So I'm sure Larissa, you will update all our Brazilian friends on the developments of the hotels as well. But it's a good sign, and we are hopeful.
Yeah, sure. And so, today we were bringing a great subject here, right, about sustainability, because I know that you are expert on this. So, what do you think to start your beautiful presentation?
Okay, thank you very much, Larissa. Well, I'm expert not, but I'm very keen on sustainable values.
I'm sure.
And that was also one of the ideas when I started InspireMe, which will be in October, 5 years. I wanted to create as well an alternative concept of event management and DMC company, and working with a different approach as well. And right now, even nowadays, it's more actual. And in fact, of course, it's very short, this seminar, and I already told Larissa, if you're interested, it will be a great pleasure to really set up something more for you as well, event organizers, how we're able to organize more sustainable events. The first part of the presentation, I did include all kind of forms, what you're able to do as well, to start with, and of course afterwards I'm always at your disposal if you would like to have any more information. And the second part of the presentation, I will give as well ideas and options, what is possible to do here in Monaco.
Perfect.
So with InspireMe Monte Carlo, we would like to connect you to the heart of the destination through special people, places and experiences. And I think every destination, people make it special, places and experiences are important as well. And that's combined together. We said as well, it must be an inspiration. And that's why it came as well the name of InspireMe Monte Carlo.
Nice, so let's start.
So introducing shortly InspireMe, 5 years ago, for us it's very important to give the highest standard, but also adding added values to services. We would like to offer you really different things and to assist you with your program. Every program is unique, and we really like to tailor each program and to really make sure that what your desired outcome is reflected as well in the program, but also the values of a corporate company. If you're coming with a corporate company, also that is integrated. We are a team of 4 persons right now, and 1 is 5. And I heard an airplane passing by. It's not in Monaco, but okay. And we share some local knowledge. And we'd like to take our guests behind the scenes and really give them that once-in-a-lifetime experience, which really they are not able to find in any destination. And with that, creating unforgettable experiences and a unique program, it's really the scope as well to engage, to inspire, to empower, and to enjoy, but also to have fun. And we have various destination contacts to open the doors which normally remains closed. We are part of the DMC network, and we're very proud. We received recognition from Site Global, the James Shield Master Motivator Award, and we were recently recognized by Condé Nast as the top travel specialist for Monaco. So that's real good news, and we would love to share that with you as well. Our values. So we strive for excellence in everything we do. We foster creativity and innovation through every project, and we really like to work with passion, respect, but also with humor. We are an extension of you here in Monaco.
I have no doubt about it, knowing you.
No. So our mission, and I do want to put it out, we would like to become the recognized leader in once-in-a-lifetime and life-changing experiences by doing business responsibly, supporting the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and reducing the impact of events on the destination. And right now we're going to explore that further together. Nice. Our vision. To provide exclusive destination services that create a positive change in the community. The art of travel. This is just a brief overview of the various services we offer. You can see, of course, the incentive, the conferences, product launch, event consultancy, but we also like to do some different things, of course, the shore excursions, but you can see as well photo shoots, trend safaris, sports hospitality, and as well, let's say, exclusive experiences with the curated travel. And with the curated travel, these are really the unique experiences with a meaningful significance as well. And that you will find later back in the presentation. So the destinations, we are based in Monaco, but we cover as well the whole complete south of France. We serve more than 13 destinations. We are a proud member of SITE, ADME, and support of the Sustainable Development Goals. And this year, I'm also, for 3 years right now, part of the International Board of SITE. In our nearly 4.5 years of existence, we did already more than 300 events, from small ones, from 6 to more than 1,000 as well. We are boutique, but we are like the small events are as important as the bigger events as well. And our team has various experience over the year here in the south of France. With all our events, we support as well, I give the option to support local associations. It could be, for example, the Prince Albert Monaco Foundation, which today is important as well with World Oceans Day, the Foundation of Princess Grace, the Princess Charlene. And you can see the ocean cleanup, Plant for the Planet, but also other networks of planting trees. But with all our programs doing in Monaco, we completely offset the CO2 emissions. So even if you're not really engaged yet in doing sustainable events, we are, and we are offering always, let's say, electric transfers, for example. But in case of CO2 instead of all the other within the event, we plant plants, and it could be from various associations here. Of course, we want to protect children, which support the United Nations Global Compact, and these are all different associations. But if you have a corporate company, which is your client, and he has one special association at his heart, for us, it's really a give back. So that's important as well for you to know that we tailor our CSR program as well around that.
Yeah, so you are engaged with a lot of organizations, right?
Yes. And then, of course, depending where we are, we try to match it as well with the clients. Like here are some of our clients with whom we've worked in these years. So you really can see which would be upscale big corporate companies to very high-end luxury brands in France and Italy and worldwide.
Great.
So we received the recognition of Condé Nast for top travel specialists, and that's for the solo travel, for couples, families and friends.
Very new. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. In fact, we are in a team. I'm very, very thankful for this great recognition, because that has been a hard work. But I think as well, one of the things what we really try to do, and like of these special, unique experiences, these experiences we transfer also in our incentive travel programs we organize here in Monaco.
Awesome.
And I told you, we have a holistic approach to events and travel. And for us, that's really important to have a conscious luxury travel and events that really assist as well in improving our environmental impacts and leave a social legacy in the community. And I think as well that a conscious-based and human-centered approach to do what we do and how we do the things is also an essential component for becoming a resilient and also thriving world nowadays. So for us as well, we always do believe that the positive impact of travel, and that's not only for the travelers, but also for the destinations. We support the local businesses, preserving the local culture, and preserving the local ecosystems. And that's why I put as well the word of the conscious traveler. I think more and more right now as well, we have seen after that we have been closed for various months home and we were more restricted. The travel for sure will come back, but I think as well that people will be more conscious when they're traveling. And I already mentioned last year, I wrote an article as well about luxury, because of course Monaco is luxury, but luxury can be also sustainable and meaningful by integrating
not only glamour, right?
No, not only glamour. And that's why I think it's also, I like glamour, we all like glamour, but Monaco is also much more. And I imagine you've heard about what we say as well about unexpected Monaco. And we really would like to highlight in one way as well the unexpected Monaco, inclusive of the sustainable values. So for sure you have seen this already. These are United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And there are various goals. I will not start linking them all, but it goes from, for example, from no poverty, which is number 1. Number 3, good health and well-being. We talk today as well about the life below the water, number 14, Oceans Day, climate action, number 13, but also partnerships for the goals. And partnerships for the goals is also what we as agencies are able to give a contribution to make a better world. And I don't know if you know the Global Destination Sustainability Index. It's from Guy Bigwood. And they have created recently the Regenerative Events Checklist. And afterwards, I will share, of course, the presentation with you, and I will put as well the links to them. But perhaps if you are looking for a destination to choose for your next event, you can have a look in this list. And in the listing, you'll find various destinations who are doing a lot and are committed to sustainable development goals and to sustainability. And Monaco is also among the destinations listed in the list. But I believe it's always good to have it simple, because I could talk a long time about it, but I think it's just good to go over of these 3 possibilities, and you're able to think about with every event you're organizing wherever in the world. So let's say reduce, the first one on consumption, reduce, reuse and recycle. So your ways to encourage a more circular economy. And I'll show you afterwards an example. So we use or you build something. It could be you build in construction, and afterwards, after events, you leave it to a local association wherever you go. Donation of food. And of course, working when preparing the F&B of an event, it's important to look at your numbers, minimum guarantee, in order not to order too much, have a look at what the past has been, and use as well the materials of ask the hotel where you're going to if they have a plan in place, if they what they're able to do with the leftovers of food. Perhaps they have an agreement with a local association and the local laws permit that you're able to donate food. Go digital. So why instead of signs use electronic signage, which is perhaps easy to implement, or an app? And we see the use of apps more and more. Of course, as well, using the right products. In Monaco, we are really lucky we don't have straws anymore. So instead of a cocktails with a plastic straw, we use the aluminium straws, which are able to reuse. And there are packaging. There are various options in that moment as well to relook. And then, of course, with the events we organize, we produce CO2 and we're able to offset that. And I gave the example, for example, before, you're able to eliminate. And afterwards, we see as well an idea why use a bus for transport, why don't use a walking transfer, but also to replant trees for the CO2 emission. We always have a choice, and I know it seems in the beginning always a little bit challenging, and I would never say do start with all the sustainable goals. Choose some to get comfortable with and look what is possible to do. And then you'll get more and more acquainted with it. And if you work with a partner as well who's more into it, they're able to assist you as well in the program. So your choice, you have the choice to make a sustainable destination selection. And every destination where you're going to, ask them as well what kinds of things the destination is doing and the agencies and your partners. When you choose the venue, look at venues that sources clean energy. Perhaps they have solar panels, or they have something for the recycling for waste, or they are able to reach by foot. I always say choose local, sustainable suppliers, and more suppliers are looking and want to become more sustainable. And then as well, choose sustainable food. Right now I have to think, of course, your country, you have beautiful and great, delicious coffee. And there are, for example, hotels who are able to serve sustainable coffee and tea. Or perhaps why not, instead of using all meat meals, change in a program one luncheon and give no meat options, for example, and you're able to, you don't need to take it out, but offer more vegetarian options. And perhaps you say, I want to do, or with a coffee break, use juices or fruits. So try to be inventive and play with it as well.
Amazing.
Important as well when you do such a journey, because it's really going on a journey as well, to inform your guests that you're working on making an event more sustainable. And instead of like we did it as well from last year, everyone, if it's warm, we have these plastic bottles. And I said, no, we are not able to do that not anymore. So right now we have water gallons. And then we gave these how you say them again, right now, this name, for the water bottles, you can have sustainable, and you can give that as a gift to the client. So put it in their own water bottle in the conference bag, and then you have the water fill stations, and then they get involved. But when after that, it's important as well that you measure. So you said, okay, you have 200 persons and you stay for 4 days. So you would say 2 bottles a day. That means 800 bottles for your stay. Calculate what you have, let's say, saved in waste, and you can translate it afterwards in CO2, and then communicate that to all the stakeholders with you. Or what you have produced, you can plant as well and share that with your guests as well. But also when you're more in the exhibition field, it's good as well to educate the exhibitors. But perhaps they're able to, instead of creating a stand, perhaps they can use recycled materials, or you can reuse the stand another time. And I've seen as well great things of having wooden and carton seatings, which you are able to recycle as well. So there's a lot going on also in the exhibiting sector, which really you're able to implement. But important, I think, always think it's transparent. We share your own, if you're an agency, your efforts in sustainability. But if you're working for a corporate as well, perhaps they have their own sustainability policy as well. And then you work together in finding and creating the sustainability plan as well, that the program you're organizing the event is also in line with their program, and then be transparent what they do and update the guests as well on what you're doing.
And Miek, I think due to Monaco's size, it's so easier as a destination to make more green actions and green events, right?
Yes, now we are, yes, in one way yet, because Monaco is a smaller destination and also here in the south of France. But I think once you start with this, it's easy to implement. But we are lucky, of course, that Monaco as a country and with the Prince Sovereign, that he is very engaged into sustainable development. So we feel that within our partners, the restaurants, but also the transport, there are many initiatives which are supporting as well and us challenging to be more sustainable.
Yeah.
I don't know if someone has questions, but if so, leave them in the chat box to Larissa, and afterwards I can always respond to you.
Yeah, sure. And Marco Pessoa from Lahat Agencies is asking you about the presentation, if you can send to him after.
Hola, Marco. Of course, with great pleasure, I can share it with you. So I wanted to share with you some ideas of what is possible within an event. Here's an event which we created not here in Monaco, but during the Cannes Lions Festival. And there, what you see, all the furniture and the various materials, we donated to a local association. The corporate client, they asked me to find associations with children who were perhaps interested in certain materials, which were the flowers, the florals, the chairs, the furniture, and we left that to local associations. We gave them a list of various options, and then we shared it with them. What you see as well, and that's always nice to implement, is a legacy wall. If you're very into this gauging as well with your guests which are there and you're having a meeting, but also during an incentive, during an evening, you can create a legacy wall. And within the legacy wall, you're able to create, like you see here. Here's where we made flowers from paper with cards. And then the guests could fill in with a pen. The world would be better if. And then you can fill in what you want.
That's nice, so cool.
And then you really can create these cards and then put them in the legacy wall. And then at the end of the evening, perhaps you can use all these notes the company is able to bring back and perhaps implement or perhaps thank their various things. So it's a way of stimulating, but also, yeah, to be there. And the company, of course, can also put out their own messages of what they would like to leave, because it's always good to leave a legacy. Legacy is important.
Sure.
Give back. This was the same event. So I see this beautiful swing, and I love swings, like other games as well, because it brings me right away back, like in a child mode, and we all, yeah, let's say worry-free, but also creative, and it's nice. And this swing we also gave to the local association after the event. Give back. I mentioned before, so Monaco, we are blessed with the destination because a lot of things can be done on walking distance and also can be done with the CAM, which is the local bus provider as well, and which you are able to use. And then we also have little boats. So why not, instead of going to your gala dinner, let's walk. Or do your sightseeing through Monaco. We have this walking tour, and it's great to walk as well. And with walking, it's the easy way to implement, and you're saving a lot of CO2 emission. And normally you can combine it as well. Or if you're more sportive, why not organize a walk or run in the morning with the guests? And then what you save, you can make a CSR initiative as well. You raise money walking, you decide how many kilometers, and then you gave it to the good charity or foundation you would like to use. So Benfek knew Monaco has its own language, and that, of course, is also like a sustainable goal, because it's important to maintain culture and the authenticity of a country. And children here in school are taught Monegasque, which is called Monaco. And we also, in our programs, we like to share these local secrets together with you to really give the Monaco flavor as well and transport you within the destination.
Wow.
So made in Monaco, you don't see me yet, but red and white are the colors of Monaco. And made in Monaco are also things, our destination, what we are able to offer you as well, links to the sustainable values and the circular economy. And I've prepared a small overview of some of the things, which will be also able to, you can use them in your program proposals here with the things in Monaco. So why not an encounter with a Monaco entrepreneur? We always like to meet businesses, other people. And of course, there are various options and possibilities. We can go from finance to communications, to healthcare, to fashion. And then I said, okay, for today, let's choose a sustainable initiative and as well an example of circular economy and also something which could be interesting. Jessica, she's an entrepreneur here in Monaco. And she also has hives underneath, you see them, so bees. And she has her own gardens where she cultivates as well, let's say on the top of the buildings as well, vegetables. But also she has these hives where the hives where the bees are in there. And she will tell you more about what she's doing and how she created it. And for the guests, it's also a fun thing because they will be able to visit the garden where all the products are. She will tell you about the local produce. There are even chickens, and then as well the bees. And if you would like to do something, you're able as well to sponsor a hive, and that one perhaps would be nice. This is one of the gardens she has in a private luxury apartment building, and it's really in the center of Monaco.
I am a big fan of Jessica, Miek.
Yeah, me too. I love her, so she's really great. Culture. We all would like to know behind the scenes. And what better if you're able to do that as well, combining with someone who is an expert in something special. If you are interested to know more about the art scene, and Monaco, as you probably know, with the ballet and the opera, and also the other cultural expressions with all the artists, it's a flourishing community. So we are able to organize a private visit, open special locations, but also go to an atelier and then organize a meeting, perhaps even private performance of ballet or opera, or that a painter will explain you things in Monaco. And these are from these special opportunities which you really say, yeah, this is something special, and that leaves a real powerful commitment as well and linked to the destination. We all like to know more about how people live in Monaco, and I chose this villa because it's quite impactful to see. But we have various people here in Monaco living who would like to open their home and share their things with you. And I already told you their background could be different. It could be, let's say, a family. It could be where you organize a cookery lesson. It could be where you do an exchange on the economy. It could be on various arguments on healthcare, and they are opening up their home, and it could be for smaller groups. So we can divide your incentive group in smaller guest groups from 4 to 6. But there are also some places where we're able to welcome when they have a private terrace to 50, 60 persons. So, and then we can organize the various encounters with locals. With the interest of your guests.
Miek, if I'm not wrong, this property, it's from a guy that has a huge car collections, right?
Yes, they do have, and also a wine collection.
Unique.
This is really unique, and this is also a place that they are open as well for special events.
Amazing place to organize an event.
Yes. But there are also normal homes in Monaco. There are also normal things, but also very upscale of famous artists as well, which open their homes to welcome guests. I love this very much because you see as well the La Turbine up there and the nature as well, and it makes you dream as well to think about Monaco. Then we go from one thing to our only fisherman here in Monaco, and he is great because we like to visit him because we can see the local catch. Today, a lot of restaurants in Monaco work with him as well because he's the only remained fisherman. And it's also a great place if you would like to have an authentic luncheon. And he's really a fun personality as well. Already gave you the example, we can walk, but we can also take a boat. Like here's the solar boat bus. And why not insert instead of walking? It's always, I always say, Monaco to see from the sea is completely different than walking from Monaco itself, because then you have a beautiful view on the Monte Carlo district, on the Condamine, but also on Le Rocher. And it's a short ride, only 5-6 minutes, and it's a great thing to insert in your program, and you're also sustainable. This is a once of a lifetime experience, and this is, yes, someone who is diving, and this is Pierre Frolle. I don't know if you heard about him. He is quadruple world apnea diving record holder, and he is also ambassador of the Foundation of Princess Charlene, and he's very engaged into environmental awareness. And what are you able to do? Of course, depending a little bit on your time you have, we are able to organize private snorkeling or scuba diving lessons together with him, or otherwise with more, and he can come as well to give a lecture explaining more about the life underwater, but also the colorful marine life which Monaco has.
Yeah, and you know what? Just few Brazilians know about the possibility of diving in Monaco.
Ah, okay, good. Well, I'm happy. We always look for the unexpected as well.
Exactly.
So I already told you, Monaco shines the best from the sea. We love new companies, and as we as well have a different way of working. We have our office in Monaco, but when I travel, I always work as well from co-working spaces, because that's where I find as well my inspiration. And we have a very lively startup scene here in Monaco. And we ourselves are also part of the Monaco Economic Board, and that's why I also mentioned this thing Made in Monaco, because we really always like to involve the startup scene of Monaco, because there are a lot of great ideas of young people. And this is one of the boats here in Monaco, created and presented last year, and it's completely solar, so renewable, so it's really ecological. You're able to use these boats for, why not, a nice shore excursion, or go for to a place where you want to go for lunch or dinner with a transfer, and you're really able to make a very nice experience on the sea. But it's also a way to see and experience the Monaco startups. And this one right now moved to the second stage, but they came out of Monaco startup. And they are also available to come to an event to speak or tell them what they're doing. So if you have a company who is more into automotive or in sustainable development, there are various options as well to connect with you and have them. Let's see, an element within the visits we are proposing for Monaco, because of course we always have the regular visits, but we always have the sustainable approach and the values is in all the things we do. But today I wanted to highlight some specific Monaco special things, let's say.
And learn, right? Learn a little bit more with innovation. And very good.
Yeah.
Good practice.
So here, exchange with local enterprises, and this is another example of Monaco. They are not startup anymore for sure. It's Venturi. And we love the Grand Prix, and it's a great event, but we also like very much the IPRI, which will be done again next year. And then for sure as well, right now I show you right away, because as I said, of course, I have to do it right away. For you, I included Felipe Massa because, of course, he is being Brazilian. He is able as well, he's driver of one of the Venturi teams right now.
That's nice, I didn't know.
Okay, and I wanted to link, so there are much more Brazilians here living in Monaco than you probably know, but he is one of them as well, and he's also very engaged into sustainable developments as well. And here you see an example of what we have done with a company who came for a meeting as well within their program, and we always like to enhance and showcase as well the Monaco companies. So we asked if they were able to showcase their one of their InspireMe cars as well. And afterwards, they participated in a panel as well, talking about sustainable development, but also within links to the InspireMe as well, and about transport. So there you see completely another intake as well, much more on content, but involving local excellences.
Nice.
Felipe Massa, yeah, but of course, depending on the budget they have and what your availability is and his availability, we can engage and have important personalities be present at your event as well. And this is, we love art. I love art and culture, and there are various big personalities living here in Monaco. So perhaps you would like to have them in your event, or you would like to have an encounter. I already mentioned before, this is Andrea Bocelli, but there are other artists living here in Monaco. Andrea doesn't here.
I saw a picture of you with him.
Yes, because we have a very good relationship with Andrea since many, many years. And I just, before coming to Monaco, when I started my work in the events business, when it started, I arrived in Florence in Italy. And you know, I had there Andrea Bocelli for a German incentive, and I hardly dare to say it, but he came for not even 500,000 lira, so that means 500 euros more or less. And he was only a piano bar singer, and he performed at that event, and it was long before he was well known. So since that time, I already know him, and as well my partner also has a long relationship with him, and that's why I said the musical thing, and that's why. But thank you for remembering.
That's nice.
That's nice. Right now, I'll take you as well a little bit in a journey outside of Monaco, because Monaco, right now you have an idea, but perhaps you would like to showcase as well something in the near surroundings. And perfume, of course, is well known. We all ladies, but also gentlemen, we like perfume. And a lot of flowers are here, you can find in the south of France. So, of course, there are wonderful places where you're able to go and do more the commercial shopping, but we also want to have this real authentic experience. So we're able to take you to a place where they have these magnificent rose fields of jasmine, and the guests are able to go into the fields, pick the petals, but also learn from a nose, but also from the people itself who are making all these roses as basis for perfumes, know more about what they are doing. And that's just another intake on a special visit, and it's something really unique.
Nice. Really.
Arts, of course, all the big museums are in Paris with the big names, but also here in the south we have various great museums and exhibitions. And I must always mention the Monaco art scene I mentioned before as well.
So now we are back. Does anyone can hear us? Pessoal, puder dar um ok se a gente estão ouvindo a gente agora. Nós tivemos problema de conexão, mas estamos de volta agora. Beleza. We are back, Miek. Just
desculpa, obrigada. Here we go again. So I was taking you to the immersion of local arts. I was telling great museums we have here in Monaco and private collections you're able to visit. Why not also discover your inner artist, do something different as well. And this is outside, but you can also do it here in one of the gardens of Monaco. You can make the request, and then with the help of a local painter, you are able to paint. And here, this is a special itinerary we created in the footsteps of Renoir, which is well known. And afterwards, for this guest, to give you as well an idea, it's great. We love picnics, and we created chic picnics in the countryside or along the seaside. There are various options. But discovering the inner artist is always a great thing to do, to start. Of course, even right now, we love to be outside in the countryside. In Monaco, we have regular bikes, but also e-bikes, and we're able to create a special itinerary. And really, it's on all levels. So we are able to do for the more advanced, where there's more hilly, but there's also in the surroundings where we're able to take the guests and then from there discover Monaco with an e-bike. What we always try to do as well with these things, of course, we have a professional teacher with you. You have all the safety things here. These people didn't want to wear a helmet, but we have everything at disposal, and we repeatedly always invite guests to use the helmets. But we create a special itinerary as well, where we have the local encounters, where you're able to taste some local specialties. Of course, going on a bike, we avoid wines, but there's beautiful cheeses and honey and marmalades. And there are various nice things you're able to do, and have a stop with a nice coffee and enjoy a croissant in the vineyard. So it's really a nice way to explore as well the surroundings of Monaco in a sustainable way. Wine, of course, gastronomy are important, and tradition, passion, innovation, and intuition are the full driving forces of a family we know here just outside of Monaco, and they make very important French wine. And the feeling is really, it's not only to get inside the brand of this winery in the States, where you will be welcomed by the people and the guests, and they will really take you inside the journey and explain and share with you more what it is about making wines and how they do it. And if you are in a good moment there in fall, perhaps you're even able to see and help with the harvest. So these are some really hands-on experiences where you have a local exchange with the local community, which are always very, very powerful. And we arrived to the end of our presentation. We hope that we were able to inspire you. And these were only a selection for some of the things, but we try to be as well always very powerful, and also to find new things, and invite you to follow us on our social media, on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn, or what you prefer. Also on the latest updates on Monaco. And if you have any questions, Larissa, I don't know if you receive something, it will be a pleasure to respond to the questions you might have.
As we don't have any question, only Marco Pessoa that asked you. I think you have the connection, we have the email from Marco, Miek, and then you can send to him the presentation.
Yes, of course, and with great pleasure I can share it as well with others. No problems, you let me know. It will be a great pleasure. And then, of course, what we said as well, if people would like to know more about sustainability, of course we are able to share more, let's say, technical insight. But I think you know in your field, and hopefully as well, the passion with what we have for our beautiful destination, but also on these sustainable values, which are really part of our InspireMe team, and we love to always to share as well with you, Larissa, your team, and all Brazilian.
We can connect you with all the Brazilian agencies that are interested in green actions, and I'm sure that you attend them very well.
Thank you, thank you.
So that's it, Miek. Thank you so much, dear, for your time, for your knowledge, everything that you have been made for this work here. So it's very, very inspiring.
Obrigada, Larissa, and I hope to see you all very soon. And for right now, I should say,
I miss you and miss Monaco.
We miss you too, but right now, be bold, be positive, safe, and stay healthy.
Exactly. Bye bye, dear. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye bye.